I've been a minister for about 20 years, and when I am talking to people, you meet someone on an airplane, the bus or something like that, they ask me, what do you do for a living? 20 years ago, when I told people I was a minister, they would normally say, good for you. And then sometimes they would confess sin to me or like tell me I should get back in church. That doesn't really happen anymore. Nowadays, when those social interactions happen, they normally immediately start telling me really painful stories of how they've been hurt by the church and how they've been hurt in the church. And I think we need to listen to those stories. I had this happen to me more than once growing up on the playground, out on the schoolyard, where someone would make fun of my brother. And it was kind of one of those, hey, I can make fun of my brother, but you can't make fun of my brother. And you might have been there too. It's like, I can say bad things about my family, but I get really defensive when other people do. And that's happened to me a lot in recent years about the church. It's kind of like when I'm frustrated with my church or I'm frustrated with the church, I can vent and complain. But when people out there say bad things about the church, it's really hard for me. And I get really defensive, sometimes in my worst moments, even argumentative. And when I've done that, it has never helped in any way. And when I look at the example of Jesus, I see someone who didn't get defensive, but he listened first before he did anything else. And I think that's the posture that we need to be mimicking right now. Call me stubborn, but I just refuse to give up on church, especially during the pandemic. As we've all wrestled with so many big questions, some might use the word even transcendent questions. Why are we here? What's the meaning of life? Where is life going? And I can't figure that stuff out on my own. I need a group of people, like a group of people that's my people, that I get together with, I do life with, and a group of people that is committed to this gospel truth, that life comes out of death and meaning comes out of sacrifice. And my life is better when I have that group of people in my life. When I've had a hard experience with other Christians or a tough week at church, it's tempting for me to think maybe it would be easier if I just followed Jesus by myself. If I just read my Bible at home and prayed at home, but didn't really do the church piece. And certainly some of the aspects of following Jesus you can do alone, and it's helpful maybe to do certain aspects alone. But Jesus came to start a movement. The kingdom of God is a movement. And as we look around at our world, isn't that what our world needs? A movement of love and joy and peace. And you can't be part of a movement and be alone and be at home. And you can't be a part of a movement by yourself. To be a part of a movement, you have to get together with other people. And as soon as you do that, yes, it's going to be complicated and messy, and you're going to have mixed feelings about certain things. But movements shape the world. Movements change the world. And no movement has changed human history as much as the Jesus movement. So we hope you can join us in Smyrna, Sunday, September 26th, as we have these conversations and others like it. I hope to see you there.